Okay, this will be a challenging one. If we can make this look good. Let's see. Going to make this 400. This is going to be a real experimental piece. See if we can make it look any good. Okay, what is it we've got that we're going to experiment with? It is a large sequin. Wherever I found that, found it on the ground. I thought I'd pick it up and use it. So we're just going to put it in there like so. Maybe leave the dock feeder open and see what we get. It's still going to have to make a master copy out of this. It's only very small. See if we can make it look good. It's going to be a challenging one, I think. Right, out it comes. Yeah, that's interesting. Looks almost like, I don't know, I can see the scratches and they'll look really good as a mirror image. So I'm thinking we're going to make this into a nice mirror image. So now we're just going to discard this, what I found. I'm going to use, at least it got a use, at least I found a use for it instead of totally wasting it. So now we're just going to put it on the glass like so. We're going to just do some extra work with it. So wondering if 400%, we're going to overlap the edge here. Going to make this really, really interesting. So it's going to make, maybe it doesn't have to be 400% on the, how big we're going to make this. Going to make it smaller here. I'm going to make it 200 on the vertical, and on the horizontal we're going to make it 140. We're going to make this look really interesting. Got to just see what other features I need to change. If changes need to be made, maybe not. We're just going to add this to copied paper. Let's see how we go. This is still going to be a bit challenging, I suspect. These sorts of demos are not easy. But when they work, they really work. Oh, fuck. I did it wrong. I was meant to make the horizontal bigger than the vertical. You can see, yeah, I fucked it. Fucked the direction of it. We're going to basically now, yeah, we made it wrong. We should have made it the opposite. I did actually, funnily enough, put the Y in first. So now we're just going to make the horizontal 200 and the vertical is going to be that 140. It still looks quite interesting with that pattern, but it looks shit because it's on the wrong, the axes are wrong. So we used the wrong axes for the wrong enlargements. So we're now just going to go back and fix it. So let's see. So it's made a difference now. It looks a lot better. You can see now it's stretched in the right direction. I'm thinking we're going to make it we're going to make it fairly large than what it is. So we're going to make the horizontal a little bit longer than the vertical. So the horizontal is going to be 200 and trying to decide 260 that way. And for the vertical, we're going to make it 200. Maybe that's too big. So we're going to make it 200 and No, we're not making it 200. We're going to make it 170. I don't know how this is going to look. Size-wise, let's see how we go. Photocopier sounded a bit strange for a moment. Don't know why, but it doesn't surprise me. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks good. I think now we've got a good size. It's not perfect. I notice this is just touching and that's not, but that's still over the edge too. So we're going to keep it like that. We're just going to make some room here, and we're going to make this into a mirror image. So I'm thinking that's going to be there like so. We're going to make this into a mirror. But it's amazing how the scratches just make the image look really interesting, otherwise it would be boring. So it was good that it was scratched when I found it. You can see the scratches on the original, on the actual object, and they look really, the scratches go really well to make a nice mirror image, especially the way I've angled them. This is a bit curly, the paper. It gets a bit humid in here from me taking showers and not ventilating the place as well as I should. I don't like opening my windows much. They're not easy windows to deal with, so try to damper it in the cupboard where I store my paper to keep the worst of the dampness out. But the dampness seems to get into the paper not long after I've put the paper in the machine. I see the paper looks wrinkled even after I've just had a session, and the sessions go for like 2 hours. So it gets into the paper a lot faster than I anticipated. But I had a gut feeling showering with the door open, but I haven't got a fan in my shower or window. I've got a window, but I don't like opening that one because the shower screen, the fly screen doesn't fit when you open the window, and I don't like having bugs in my unit. I'm really particular about that because I don't want fucking bugs breeding and making maggots and shit and mozzies and that. I don't like it. Anyway, enough about bugs. That's quite an interesting demo. I think now I can call this one quits.